We are
Yo, the levels is good. The levels is good. What y'all want to do this weekend, fellas? What y'all want to do this weekend, fellas? Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I can smell the cheesesteaks from here. Shout out to the Phillies. They playing good ball out there. The Eagles, I see y'all soon, man. Football season's almost back. But we headed to the Wells Fargo Arena this weekend, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all know what it is and who it is. Y'all know what it is and who it is. Y'all know what it is and who it is. What we doing and where we at is Wednesday night. 15 rounds of boxing for the undisputed YouTube.
So y'all can see us, but we can't. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
There we go.
We back.
As long as y'all can hear us. Sure.
What about now?
Yeah. Good. Yeah,
back.
that's it. Step away slowly.
Yes.
All right, we good.
Let's get right through it.
Right through it.
Give the apron to Uno.
Oh man.
Just give
What we talking about here? What's
Sure.
your
Call.
The maniac to the right of me, Uno, bound for pound, ball for ball. Right now with us today is the heavyweight champion of the world. He's on the chat. He's on tune in.
What up,
He's
sis?
watching. Sister Jen,
Duck song.
brother Mo.
Fight night Mo.
No Doug Zone. Clarence is in the building.
Clarence, my brother.
Yeah,
What it do? Y'all know what it is and who it is. Last weekend, you already know we're gonna kick it off. We had a lot of boxing last weekend, man. It was boxing Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all across the nation, all across the world. But we were in Newark, New Jersey. It was on the east side over here for us. Newark, New Jersey, the Prudential Center, the return home. WBC champion, lightweight champion, Shakur Stevenson is back in the building. They have a stack card. You know, Top Rank got tons of action for you. Keyshawn Davis was on the card. What's my other? Oshaki Foster, Rocky Saisios. We're going to get to that. Abdullah Mason was on the card.
Keith Cologne made his debut.
Made his debut. So shout out to everybody that was on the card. The main event is the talk of the town. Shakur himself has not been. They can't stop him right now on social media.
Nah. More action on social media.
More action on social media, pound for pound.
He pound for pound #1 social media.
Yo.
We said that.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We back at it again another weekend. Thank you for tuning in. Y'all know to smash that like button. Y'all know to like, share, subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend. Four Corners is back every Wednesday again.
Johnny, what up, boy?
Johnny's in the building. Uno.
Yo, man.
Johnny, man.
Yo, man.
Where the bells at?
Yo, man. Where the bells at?
Where the bells?
We're going to get the bells. We're going to need the bells.
We're going to get the bells.
We're going to need the bells because, listen, man.
Just.
Where Just at?
On the phone.
Just on the phone. Our producer's on the phone right now. Shout out to Just. But anyway, man. Yo,
Shout
Just.
out to the 40.
Yo, Just, you can
The
pass the bells?
And the gavel.
Yeah. Before we get into this, we got to get all the proper, what you call this shit?
Props.
Yeah, we need all the proper props.
Shout out to Put Up Your Dukes.
Yes, sir.
Put up your dukes. What up, though?
You know they hit us off with these fire.
Yes, we do it for the people, Mo. We got you, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
Shout out to the autism, man.
You know what I mean?
You know, we got tons of support for autism and the movement and the awareness. So let's put up your dukes. Check them out. Check them out.
Yes, definitely check
Who
them
know?
out.
Shakur
Tony, you want me to
Stevenson
clip?
put up his
Oh,
dukes last
man.
Saturday.
Oh, man. You know what it is?
Shakur
I'm both online.
Stevenson put up them dukes in Newark, New Jersey, baby.
Yeah, man. That's all he
Against
did.
Artem Hawani.
Hartunian.
We had a former bronze medalist
And you know what's crazy?
versus a silver medalist.
And you know what's crazy? This is the crazy shit, right?
Yeah.
Artem Hartunian. You know how I know his whole name the right way now. See, it went backwards. See what I'm saying? Because
And
he was a
announced that
nobody.
shit for 12 rounds.
He was technically, like nobody really knew his name. You know what I mean?
Artem.
But now I do. Artem Hartunian. What's up, man? Shout out to you, man.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to Artem Hartunian. I heard it was set up to be somewhat of a. He could have really brought the house down. It was all.
It was there.
Yeah, it was there for the taking.
The support.
It was there for the taking. And then leading up to him, the other fighters put on good shows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The
From
freaking card.
Yeah, the card was good. Their performances was solid.
Fight fans, man.
You know what I mean? We had a brawl with Keyshawn shit. They was ready to fucking slam,
That shit-
suplex each other and all
That
that.
shit turned into a little MMA.
Yo,
right?
that shit was getting crazy, but it was entertaining.
Yes.
We had the young phenom Abdullah do what he does. Abdullah knocked his medulla. Literally though. If you seen the fight, he was knocking him on his medulla oblongata purposely.
Oh,
That's
man,
skill.
Bronle.
That takes skill.
Yo, he's about about the rent. He's
No.
about the rent.
I don't even know if
he gonna rent. He
Yo,
already. He about the rent.
he might be the youngest.
Yet.
He might be the
resident.
But he'll be.
He might be the youngest.
He's gonna rent.
He might be the youngest.
Well, yeah, he might
youngest
get something on the 4th floor.
Yo, but Shakur,
Shout out to Abdullah Mason.
Absolutely.
Shakur, man. Damn,
The
son.
main event of the
You know, after your last fight,
Uh-huh.
you know what I mean? I had to call you Shabor, man.
Yeah.
I had to call you Shabor. And before this fight, I'm going into it like, nah, he got it. This is it. You
Yeah.
just seen Tank.
Yeah.
He got the young lions on his card under him.
Yeah.
He got little bro Keisha. It's like, oh, it's in Newark. I'm like, oh, this is it. I predicted, which was just hopeful thinking. It was just hopeful thinking, but I'm like, I'm gonna go with the boy because that's my guy. Still show him that he's my guy. I went with the 10th round TKO. I gave him late round.
Late rounds.
I at least gave him late rounds. You know what I mean? Because I'm thinking the punishment would accumulate,
Eventually,
especially from the way he was talking.
Yeah.
going for the knockout.
Woo! Was he talking spicy?
Very.
He was talking spicy. I believe you, Shabor.
When he not?
I believe you. But it's official. I got your last name now, too. It's no longer Shakur Stevenson.
Uh-oh.
No. It's Shabor, I'm leaving, son. Yeah, it's about right. Yeah, we leaving. We out. Yo, we out. We out of here. We going. We not even gonna stay for the fight. We out.
Bars.
Yeah,
That
you
was,
get,
that was a clean body shot.
clean body. Clean
Yo,
body.
You made
Yeah.
him do the Kaepernick right there.
Yeah,
with that body shot.
yo, dude.
I had to
Yo.
take a shot. Oof.
Yo, dude, what I don't understand, and this is what all the because I think somewhere along the line, we forgot that the greats get hit too.
Yeah.
That the greats aren't shy to get hit at
This is
least.
boxing.
Like, yeah, you could have the sweet science and all that, but when it comes down to it, you got to be able to get it shaken. All the greats. Purnell was a fucking defensive specialist. He was getting shaken.
Yep.
Floyd, defensive specialist. He got it shaken.
Yep.
Bernard, defensive specialist. He got it shaken.
Yep.
Andre Ward, defensive specialist. He got it shaken.
Yep.
And man, listen, I don't want to hear sweet science out your mouth no more, man. Cause shit ain't sweet. It's sour. Sour science, man. We switching it up. We got a whole
Bars.
new sour science, man. Anybody that's in the ring and using this overly defensive technique to say, oh, I just don't get. No, you don't want to get hit. There's a difference between not getting hit and not wanting to get hit. Yo, dude.
Yo, he going for the first round KO right
You
here.
don't want to get hit, bro.
Yo, Uno in the kitchen.
He don't want to get hit.
Woo.
And this is why, and that's
He ain't write this shit neither.
Woo.
because I'm thinking, because you know how to say he got pillow hands and all that? But I think because Floyd, right?
Mm-hmm.
Floyd, after Pretty Boy, you know, with the hand problems,
Yeah.
he still was able to affect people.
Correct.
Feel me?
Correct.
So even if you're a precise puncher, what people say Shakur is,
Yeah.
he's precise.
Sniper.
He's a sniper, right?
Yeah.
It should have some pop behind it to the point where it's like you could accumulate to the TKO.
Absolutely.
Punishment. Some
But I
great
see why it doesn't happen that way. Because he sits there and he punches the score. He don't punch the hurt.
Yeah.
He don't punch the hurt.
That's-
He punches to score. I'm gonna win.
Sounds like that can be this.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna win because I'm pretty sure if the wasn't so scared to get hit or worried about not getting hit, and he sat the fuck down on his punches more.
Yeah.
When he's doing these counter punches, these counter shots,
He might get hit.
them shits, he might get hit, but them punches are hurt more. Them punches are hurt more, bro. And nobody wants, you say fuck the fans and all of this.
Yeah,
well, guess what? We're fans. Fuck you, my nigga.
Hey.
You don't care about us. We don't care about you, bro.
That's one.
That free got to jump.
I'm just saying. You know, I'm just saying.
Hold on.
I don't know, man.
Wave it over.
I don't know, man. Y'all was there. I don't know. This is me from the and shout to Cam and Mace, man. Now I mean, it is what it is, right? It is what it is, man.
Yo,
Twitter son.
Oof.
That's what they named.
Want to go?
Yeah. Listen, man. It's I'll try to get
Pound
in the
for
kitchen
pound,
after that.
ball for ball. Uno, man.
Yes, sir.
Starts this shit off. That apron is bloody, bro.
Yeah. That was.
Apron is
You made a
bloody.
mess in that kitchen.
Go get him another one, man.
Yeah,
Go get this man cleaned
He deserved
up,
the
bro.
butcher. He deserved it.
Yeah, listen, man.
The maniac.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it, maniac.
Man, look. Again, man, just the points that my brother Uno just made, man. He was just, he was on point on everything there. I want to make something clear though. Listen, right? Because people keep saying, "Oh, they hating on Shakur." It's not hate. Criticism is not hate. Hate is if we say he's trash. Hate is saying he got no skill. Hate saying, no, he's not that defensive. No, that's hate. The problem is this, bro. This is a sport. And you watch a sport for what, X?
Entertainment.
There you go. So stop saying, oh, but, no, people pay to be entertained. We get it. Shakur's no Tank. Shakur's no butt. No one's telling him to be that. No one's telling him to be a killer. What we're saying is, if you like that, or as my man Uno said, if you are him,
exactly,
right? If you are him, show us you are him. You playing it safe with a guy with 7 knockouts?
Shit's crazy.
You playing it safe with a guy with 7 knockouts?
And then said at the end of the fight, yo, he hit hard.
No, he was running. No, he said, if a guy trying to survive.
My hands are messed up.
Look, Shakur, I'm going to say it like this. Even with that being said, he still possesses the tools, talent, and skill to beat anybody. Exactly. I want to be clear there.
Exactly.
Right? Because it's not hate. We know that.
Not at all.
But
we just keep the same energy.
Correct. Shakur, if you really want to be a him player, you gotta learn how to put your foot on the gas. You're playing it too safe. You know what Shakur is? He's the dude that want to be in the room in the AC all the time. Once he come in the living room and that heat hits you, he there for like 2 minutes. He back in the room. You're like, nah, bro. Come on, you come in here for 10 minutes now. He want to be there, and then he said, "Well, you're mad at me. I just like the AC." Nah, bro, you gotta be in the heat too. It's both. Shakur, all we asking, and don't be mad. And the fans of Shakur,
y'all gotta stop.
Y'all crying. Well, it's not hate, bro.
Let's be for real too about this maniac. Because you just said something.
Yo, Buzz just said you in your bag.
You said something. Said something. Yo, this is not a race thing. This is it, yo.
Yeah.
My black people, we gotta stop.
Oh, he half Puerto Rican.
Yeah. Listen, man.
And he came in there with big Puerto Rican flags.
We keeping this shit
so
all the way legit. Same energy.
I've always said it.
That shit don't rock here.
Yeah, we don't listen. We fair across the board. Tio got it the week before.
Come on, don't remind them that shit.
Yeah. And y'all lucky my man Mo in here with all the hot sauces.
Word up. I told him to bring them.
Listen, Shakur, before I hand it over to X, man, all we asking, bro, this shit is simple. Listen, your grandfather told you, let your hands go.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm going to get him out of here. I'm going to get him out of here.
Walk to the corner and say,
no,
oh, yeah.
You got the people out of here.
Word.
That's what you do. That's only people that you got out of there. Was the people in the beginning of the 9th round. Because I was there live. Along with my brother X, Manny, boxing with Chris.
Shout out to Big
I
Man.
think
Shout out to Chris.
Smoke
Chris,
was
what
there.
up,
They
boy?
showed him on TV. So get in there, bro. Show him you and him. Go in there like I could fool with this dude. X, look, y'all say I ain't like that. Look, bang, bang, bang. No, everything is safe. I'm up 11 rounds to 0. I gotta play it safe, bro. It's gonna harm him, X. I'm telling you. If he fights too safe against a Tank, even if it looks like he won that fight, he's not getting the decision. Because this is the problem, guys. Now the public perception, whether you're a judge, referee, is that Shakur is a true safe fighter. If they see that and Tank being the aggressor the whole night, but not really landing nothing crazy, he's getting the decision. And then I want nobody coming on here on no lives. Yo, they robbed him. They ain't robbed shit. Your man want to play it safe. That's why he get. So step your game up.
Oh shit, man! Get him another apron, y'all. Get him another apron, y'all. His shit bloody. That shit bloody, man.
Blood everywhere. Splatter.
Shit, man. Shout out to K, RSK in the
Buzz.
building. Buzz.
Johnny.
Shout out to Boxing
Chris.
with Chris. He was in the building doing his damn thing, working that media,
Yes,
bringing home
yes.
that content. My boy Reggie as well. You know what I'm saying? Boxing with Chris. Like, share, subscribe, check their YouTube out as well. Big Manny, what up? Shaq, what up?
Yes.
Dane, what up? Jersey, what up?
Yeah. Oh, and before you go, just real
What's
quick,
up with my man June and Theo?
Shout to Jersey, man. Prudential Center was popping.
We need more fights there.
Yeah. I agree, man. Jersey came out. You know, BX, we was in there. I mean, we just everywhere. It is what it is. And yo, it was there, man. Nice. It was a nice crowd. It wasn't a sellout, but it wasn't a bunch of empty seats neither, man. They came out because we all thought the same thing. That Shakur was going to cook. We thought he was going to go in the kitchen.
He cooked.
Yeah.
He cooked. Yo,
He made a sandwich. He ain't cooked.
shout out to everybody, man. Jersey Prudential is rocking. We need more boxing fights. Promoters, Top Rank, Eddie, fucking PBC, everybody that's doing business, man. Prudential Center is a good arena. The vibes was right. We bumped into everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, we bumped into us. Salute to everybody that was out there. You know, that's what we do, fight night, baby. Shakur Stevenson, the main event. First, foremost, he won. He's 22-0 now with 10 knockouts. He successfully defended his WBC strap. He remains undefeated. He dominated the fight from start to finish in his boxing form. He got hit. He got hit a few times. You know what I'm saying? But Artem does have 7 knockouts. Shakur Stevenson remains in the boxing world one of the top guys.
Yeah.
Like, we want to see the big fight. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So, yeah, Shakur has been boring us with these performances left and right and left. Shakur goes on social media and attacks back. Yeah, he does have the sweet science, sour science.
Sour science.
You know, he started his career at 126.
Yeah.
Most of all those knockouts were down there, right? And he wasn't really knocking dudes out there. I mean, he has 10 out of 22 wins, but if you ask who those guys he knocked out, it was those fucking Yoshina 100-pound soaking wet chinos. You know what I'm saying? He duffed them ninjas out easy all the time. You know?
He didn't stop Patufo, right?
No, he didn't. He went 12 rounds. I was in Madison Square Garden that night. That undercard. That was a good come up for him too at the time. Pitufo was still hot at the time, a little son, right? And he played with Pitufo for 12 rounds. Nothing. That shit was, bro. I think I was stealing the bottle in the middle of that.
Well, that was that night?
Yo.
Y'all told me about that. He was on the warning list.
I'm on the warning
Yeah,
list.
X is on the list. Every time we go in the garden, 12 security come up
legendary,
there.
yo.
And
It
they
was
got
legendary.
They banned me for a minute, but they let me back in.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, we took the bottle. That's how boring that shit was,
Word
bro.
up.
That's what happened that night.
Word
Because
up,
Shakur's fighting. This shit's in the 8th round already. This is going 12. Yo, Uno, let's go get some drinks.
We ain't
And I
even
ended up
stay.
snatching the bottle and got booked, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
sure.
saying? I've done it a lot of times, but
That
that
shit
was a
was-
failed attempt. And that shit started some drama.
Word.
But we back in the garden.
Yes,
MSG,
sir.
I love you. You know, we cleared that up.
Yeah.
I was wilding. Shakur had me tight. I stole the bottle, bro.
That
Yo.
shit was hilarious.
No, gangster, for real, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we go to Newark, bro. And honestly, I didn't want to go. I didn't want to
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
I was
you
saying
did.
I don't want to go.
Mhm.
I'm not hating. I'm not trying to shit on him. I'm just saying I'd rather have been home. But then again, I'd rather have been in Newark because the vibe, the
Yes.
vibe and the energy of fight night is nothing like it. You know what I'm
Correct,
saying?
correct.
Even if you're not a fight fan, go out on fight night.
Yes.
Especially if it's the right fight too.
Yeah,
You're gonna
yeah,
have a
yeah.
great time. You're gonna
Mhm.
meet great people. The card, Abdullah and everybody got busy. But Shakur Stevenson goes 12 rounds again. Everybody, shout out to Dame, the Sweet Life in Jersey. We was back in there. Everybody in there was tight, and they was just like, yo, he don't beat Tank. That was the word around the building at the end of the night.
Yeah.
He's not beating
yeah.
Tank like that. He not knocking nobody out. He ain't got no
Mhm.
punching power. Yes, he's skilled, but
Yes.
he can get hit. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he's skilled, y'all,
Yes.
but he can't get hit, and he
Yeah.
has gotten hit. Oscar Valdez is the best opponent on his
Mhm.
record, and that's I think Oscar Valdez landed the most punches
Yeah.
on him in a fight.
Yeah.
So that
Yes.
means the better the comp, the more you're gonna get.
That's yeah,
Touch.
yeah. Anybody. That's
The
Mhm.
fight is
across
gonna
the
be
board.
tougher.
Correct. Correct.
You know what's good? It's those fights that make you.
Yes.
Jamel Herring's win. That was They was lining up
Yeah,
Jamel
they
Herring
lined
for
Jamel.
food
They
for
lined
him
him.
for the longest.
And look how hard you went on your man.
No,
That's some sucker.
On
shit,
him,
man.
he's short
Right?
little dog, but he
Like,
won't
come
do that.
on,
that
on
wasn't
your
his
man,
man.
though.
That wasn't his man though. That wasn't his man. All of a sudden.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't
then-
his man. Okay.
Consensios, you missed that weight. You know what I'm saying? You dominated that fight, cool, but you missed weight on him.
Yeah.
You relinquished the titles. 135. Listen, he's out of the contract with Top Rank. If Bob was the reason why you can't get the big fights, then show us that as well. You know what I'm saying? Not just show us that you can beat the elite fighters. If your promoter who did everything that he could, shout out to Top Rank. I'm not going to take
Boxing
from
with
them,
Frank.
bro.
What up?
They put him all up and down the East Coast. They got him the titles. He's a 3-division champion under Top Rank Boxing. Jay Prince is his manager, brings hip hop and other athletes from other sports out behind him.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that the marketing ain't been behind
Yeah,
him,
thank
bro.
you. Yeah, you know
You know
what?
what I'm
X,
saying? He
hold on.
has tons of marketing
Yeah, X,
behind him,
yes.
bro.
X,
The
I'm
bag,
glad.
they been had
No,
the bag sponsored
X.
by Reebok. He got Bud, he got Floyd, he got
Yeah,
Ward.
X.
Come on, dog.
Yo, X.
What else? Move
No,
on.
no,
Keep
X.
going.
Thank
This
you.
is the shit I'm talking about.
I didn't want to make it
I'm
bloody.
tired of yo.
No.
Yo,
You-
X.
I don't
Yo,
wanna make it bloody.
yo,
I'm just
X.
saying.
Nah.
Fuck
Jay
that. Make it
Prince
bloody.
is the
And
facts.
make it bloody,
That's
man.
what we do here.
He got G
Man,
Herbo
with the
bringing him
facts,
out.
Come on, man.
He's had fucking
Come on, man.
the
He had the
Migos bring
growth
him
there. He
out.
had your girl there.
Road is always with him all day. That's my baby. Yeah,
That's
bro.
my baby.
Yeah, bro. She's behind him. You know she's 100% Shakur. She
of
don't fuck
course.
with Tank neither, so she
Of
gonna
course.
go
Yeah,
extra
yeah,
hard
of
now
course.
too,
Of course.
right? I'm just saying, whoever he signs with, if it's Golden Boy, they got Williams Zepeda, they got Kid Austin,
Mhm.
they got Smoke, and they willing to work. You know, Oscar is
Yeah,
willing
he
Yeah,
don't
Oscar
care.
Tank,
He
I
don't
got
care.
Shakur. Let's do this or what? You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying?
Definitely.
He kept saying that Bob held Loma back from him. Bob held Loma back from him. Loma's been getting busy for the longest, bro, and he did what Haney was the champ at the time. He went up against Haney. He lost against Haney in a fight. People felt he was robbed, and he said, "I'm gonna fall back and do what Loma does." Shakur, unify or get into another next top 10 big fight. If Eddie signs him, he's gonna give him the fight. He's gonna give him the stage. Eddie's gonna give you everything you asked for: the money, the stage, the everything. If you lose, you out of here. See you later. If you win, let's keep this shit rolling.
Yeah.
Because I don't doubt Shakur is not whack.
At
It's
all.
not whack.
No,
It's not trash.
no,
He's
at all.
highly talented.
No, yes.
He's very
That's the
athletic.
fucking
Yes.
problem, though.
He just
And that's why we
That's
mad.
the
X.
problem.
No,
No,
that's
no.
why we
but
get
he
mad.
uses his athleticism, his defense, his ring knowledge to his best ability. We want more
That's
action.
not even the problem
we
either.
we want more action.
That's
we-
not even the
We
problem
want more
either.
action from him. But
Yeah.
the only way we're gonna get more action, fellas, is if you put him in the ring with William Zepeda,
Or
Pitbull
Pitbull.
Cruz, Kid Austin,
Let's hope.
Tank Davis, Teofimo, Ryan. That they ain't
should.
no hope.
It
Ryan
should.
jumped.
It should be-
Ryan
Oh, yeah,
Ryan
oh,
jumped
yeah,
on your
yeah,
ass the
yeah,
way
yeah.
he jumped on fucking Haney, the way he
He's
jumped
gonna
on
do the
Tank.
same.
He gonna do the same to everybody.
He's gonna do the same.
That
But-
defense better be.
But,
Excuse
but
me.
I want it. But
The
X,
defense has
go
to
ahead.
be on
No,
the
let's finish.
A1. The defense, your counters have to be on point. You know what I'm saying? Like people are like, oh, come on, now all of a sudden, he's not better than these guys. He doesn't
No,
compare.
no,
No,
yeah.
he don't compare to the past defensive masters that we've seen, bro. No, he don't. Because at this age and at this record, he has 3 division titles, but it really doesn't rank up to to 10 of Julio Cesar Chavez's cab drivers. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's just be for real.
Nah, yeah, nah.
Cesar Chavez for cab drivers, and they beat the shit out of Greg Hagan for telling him that shit. He was like, damn, I fucked up.
Yeah.
God, Macho was like, this ninja's opposed. I'm a wall. Yeah, I fucked up.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's the same energy
Yeah.
for T.O. last week.
Yeah.
Yo,
They don't change.
if you see, this is the difference. The thing is, I don't want to hear the him talk, man. Y'all niggas be talking this him talk,
Yeah.
and then get in there and look fem.
Chin checkers, what up, baby?
That's how y'all be
Boxing
looking in
sauce,
there.
What up, baby?
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the
What they
day,
saying? What they
Hold on.
saying
Tell
out
them to
here?
hit the link, man.
hit the link.
Tell them anybody want to get in the
Y'all
kitchen.
want to get some smoke in.
Get in the kitchen,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? But what I'm saying is, it's like we gotta keep it
It's fair all across the
neutral
board,
all
man.
across the board. We went in on Theo shit the last fight,
Yeah.
also because we know of the capabilities
Yes.
and da.
But
But you know what? But you know what? But you know what? Fuck your capabilities.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's just out the window too, man. Fuck the capabilities. What could happen? The possibilities. All the fucking man. Listen, the what ifs. We don't care about those when you one of the hymns, quote unquote. We don't care about those.
Copy.
You gotta show us that you one of the hymns, right? And since both of y'all talk like y'all the hymns outside the ring, and then
Boxing
It seems
with
y'all
Frank
both-
Bay, I see you.
it seems they both need, I guess, the best opponent to
Need
bring
the-
it out.
Yes,
Shakur
yes.
and Theo.
Ooh.
It's time, man.
Spoke about
I'm
it.
tired of
Let's
both
talk
of y'all
about
niggas.
it.
I'm
Let's
tired of
talk
both of y'all.
about it.
Ooh.
Y'all both been stinking shit up and then claiming, y'all been trying to feed niggas shit and call it gold.
I had my boy to that shit.
Yeah. Them
Really,
two
and
niggas.
no, he
Them
said
two
No, but
niggas-
hold on. Let me ask y'all. Between these past two fights, it's been
Yes.
top ranked both weeks with two stinkers that people are saying, right? That
Yeah.
Dale didn't look good, Shakur didn't look good, but they both won. They both really like dominated their opponents from start to finish, right? Who had a better fight?
See what Chin Checker says?
What you taking
The same shit we say about Theo. Shakur fights down. I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah.
Fights down to
So
the
then that
count.
means he's worse. Listen. We're not gonna keep sitting here trying to find excuses for
Yes.
these niggas that's supposed to be hymns
Yeah.
and then say, oh,
Yeah,
they fight
you
down
can't-
to
you
their
can't fight
competition.
that.
Yo, get the fuck out of here with
Because
that.
you know
man.
what, Uno? Again, I'm going to tell you. But elite fighter, elite performance.
Exactly.
Don't play with
In
the
the
fool.
way, elite fighter, elite
Don't
performance.
play with this fool.
Bam,
Mhm.
elite fighter, elite performance.
Don't play with his fool.
Tank, elite fighter, elite performance. Bam, elite fighter, elite performances. And I'm about to kill y'all with
Bam
this
on
one.
his pound for pound list 10
I'm
times.
gonna kill him with this
Kill
one.
him. Kill him.
Usyk,
Usyk.
elite fighter, elite
fighter.
performance.
Yes.
And he a
Elite
boxer.
performance.
Yes.
And he's a boxer.
Yeah.
And he's in there and he's taking risks. And he's
Exactly.
cooking
Cook Joshua shit
Exactly.
twice.
We're not doing that.
twice. And he
Beat
went
the
up to
shit out of
heavyweight.
Usyk.
He's fighting bigger fighters.
Johnny.
What's the excuse?
Johnny, stop it, Johnny.
Johnny
Because-
Johnny
I know
said
he's
put
trolling.
us sign
He's
the
trolling.
contract if he can't punch.
Yeah,
Johnny
listen,
said,
listen.
sign the
No, I
contract.
get it.
Because
But
it also has to do with
but
the
I-
entertainment part
Yeah, you're
and the
correct.
money.
So this is what I would say
Check
again.
out what Frank Bay said about the big Frank Bay about the way that fans are using their money. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna spend their money on this shit, and then they
Correct.
go to a UFC
But I
fight
also
and
wanted to-
they spend their
Look,
money over there, bro.
Correct. And that's the thing,
You know what I'm
guys.
saying? They spend their
you
money
gotta
on that
remember,
UFC, bro.
It's not. No one is hating on Shakur again because I hate that word. Y'all hate it. Y'all hate
No,
it.
hate is a strong
It's
word.
not hate. We keep it a stack. There's a difference between keeping it real and hating. We know Shakur could be a him. He has that. He has the tools.
It's been bred. It's been
But-
bred since he was
but-
since his amateur days.
But
They-
guys, you gotta remember, once you
He's
on
the
social media talking that
Thank you.
talk, guess what? We're gonna hold you accountable when you're in the ring.
Exactly.
And if that mouth and that performance are not matching, then we gotta call you out, player. It's simple. It's simple. Now, like I just said, Shakur still could beat the Tank,
Exactly.
the Tio, the Pitbull. No one's saying he can't beat them.
He has to actually do it though.
Yeah. And I also want to get into that top rank, the promoting, because I start to see, I'm on this Facebook group, this boxing joint, and it seemed like all top rank, basically, they don't know how to promote black fighters. And I hate when people, because this is boxing, the most racially driven sport of all sports. I'm calling it like this.
Who Top Rank got started with?
No, don't. We know they so many African American fighters. They have past and present.
Bob's
That's
partner
crazy.
when he
Trent
first started
Circus,
this
what
shit.
up?
Do they know who that is?
But I hate that because, guys, you if that's the case,
Johnny.
PBC ain't doing a phenomenal
is-
job.
Yeah.
Neither, but why
But
PBC?
But it's
don't
ran
get
by a black
criticized?
man. So there's no way the black man is doing the black man dirty.
You see, that's what
That's
they
what, that's what
think,
we saying.
and I don't like
They
that.
hustle every day.
Boxing, bro.
We
That's
from
what
the
I'm
hood.
saying.
We from the hood.
They
You
don't
ain't never
care.
got done dirty by your own.
Everybody, bro,
Shit
the
happen all
promoters.
day, every day, B.
If you could sell, bro, they're gonna sell. Ain't Bob's
Listen,
fault.
real
He
quick.
can sell. Go ahead,
Muhammad Ali, Marvelous Marvin Hagler,
James Tony,
Timothy Bradley,
um,
James Toney, Terrence Crawford, Floyd Mayweather, dog. The list goes on and on. Listen, regardless if they left the label, you know what I'm saying?
They
company.
became that under that.
That's where they grew up at. You know what I'm saying? Bob been doing this. Bob's just not gonna pay you what's not being reciprocated.
correct.
With your work. He's gonna pay you what you're worth. And unless we get big fight done, which is not, I know we talk shit, but big fights get done between those guys and their lawyers and their contracts. We don't go through that shit. We don't know what that shit is like. And we know that it ain't easy when you got star on star and I'm the top dog. No, I'm the top dog. No, I want this much. No, I want that much.
Yeah, it be the delusion.
And he got a great manager,
If Jay Prince is that dude. If Top Rank is the issue,
Prince can't get you a pay-per-view right now.
no, he no. The show
Right.
unless he's
Nickelodeon.
fighting Tank. Unless he's fighting
Nobody
Tank, bro.
getting the pay-per-view.
No, he doesn't belong on pay-per-view with nobody but Tank. No, and maybe Ryan. But if Top Rank was the issue, let's see what the next promoter does or how you can carry your own career, because now you're a free agent, right? You can carry your own career to whoever gives you the best. That's what Devin Haney has been doing. And the Haney team, you don't say what you want to say about the Haneys, but they know how
That's
to
what
get
brothers
to.
like
do.
They've
businessmen.
been managing
They
their
business-
career
no, no.
properly.
And that, you're right. Those are facts.
You see
That's
Eddie,
not an opinion.
you see
That's
what
a
Eddie's
fact.
saying now, right? Oh, Eddie did him dirty. Eddie said, no, bro. That man, them ninjas, they fuck with Bob, they fuck with Oscar, they fuck with me. Whoever gives them the fight that they want, that's what they sign him with. Don't be mad at me, I ain't bid on. He's not a matchroom fighter.
Correct.
My case is there. If Top Rank was the issue, then let's move on and Shakur do the damn thing and cook up.
Yeah. All right.
Johnny, we got Johnny from the hangout spot in the
yeah,
building,
yeah.
y'all. Down in Florida. My boy Johnny got this shit locked. He moving around all over Miami, Tampa, Orlando, Fort Lauderdale. If there's a fight out there,
He's there.
Johnny's there. You hear
Yes,
me?
sir.
What's up,
Yes,
man?
sir.
Talk to us, man. Give us
Yes.
your thoughts on this Shakur dilemma that's going around the boxing world at the moment.
First and foremost, next week, baby, I'll be up in Tampa for the
Jake
MVP.
Paul, MVP, Amanda Serrano.
Ashton.
and then the week
Julio
after
Cesar
that,
Chavez is back, baby.
Oh man. Oh,
Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is on the
this
card.
man. That's
was
this
my
is
guy.
before the other niggas. He's the original, son. Before Cambozo's, it was this. It was Chavez Jr. Son.
Pink underwear.
That's his
Pink
dude.
underwear.
That's his dude.
Hey,
Yo.
you went to the pink underwear.
Hi, Isaac Kai. Johnny, anyway, get in the kitchen. Me, X, and Uno, this was a triple homicide right here. We doing them.
I went easy.
That was a homicide. That was you stabbed them and laughed.
Chin Checker said it's the Floyd
Listen.
effect. Everybody wants to be money
Since
made.
y'all all in agreement, I figured let me come in here and spice things up a little bit and change it up. Because y'all sound upset, man. Y'all going in on my man Shakur. man.
Yeah. No,
It's only
yeah.
right. It's
There's
more.
no reason to hide it. There's no reason to hide it.
Well, I feel you. Listen, I mean, but if I was just coming into this conversation and I didn't see the fight, I'm thinking, man, my man got a gift decision. You know, he won a decision that he didn't deserve. I get the whole entertainment fact that he didn't knock the guy out, man. But I personally thought it was a dominant.
Nah.
performance.
Hold on,
You know
Johnny. Hold on, Johnny.
I thought it was a
Nobody.
I thought it was a boxing lesson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's the thing, Johnny. That's the thing. We're not saying that, yo. We don't expect him to do the tanks. We
No.
don't expect it.
And that's
You know what I
something
mean?
mentioned that.
Right.
That's definitely not what we
I
expect.
get
So it's not
that.
about the knockout.
Yeah.
It's just the fact of this is what you said, right? Elite fighters fight other elite fighters.
Correct.
Why doesn't he
They,
look elite? Is my point. He clearly wins. He clearly wins against way less competition fighters that we know is way less, right?
Right.
But even in that, we can't definitively say, yo, he fucked him up.
Mm-hmm.
He dominated. He
Yeah.
wasn't hit as much. He hit him more. Of
Yeah.
course. Who's gonna hit? Yeah. But if you're an elite, there comes a point in time in that ring where you separate the levels and it's clear, right? And now it's like, okay, the next level of that, before I let you keep going, is now, okay, not only you're an elite fighter, but you're supposed to be one of the hymns.
Correct.
So it's one thing to be elite skill-wise. Okay, if that's all you are, cool. But you're supposed to be one of the hymns of the generation.
no, I got
So
you.
we can, that's all.
Shakur is being himself, man. That's the type of fighter he is. As far as the comment that I made about the elite fighters that face the elite fighters, that's why they become elite, because they're fighting guys that are bringing out the best in him. I think Shakur said something after the fight that kind of resonated with me, and I think it makes sense. He got a lot of shit for it, but if you really think about it, he really hasn't had a guy opposite him that is realistically on his level. But let me tell you something. That's not his fault. That's totally not his fault, because people may say he's mouthy and he's shooting his shit on Twitter. I get that. But make no mistake about it. He's been calling out fighters for 2 years. He's been calling out Tank for 2 years. He's been calling out Lomachenko for 2 years. He stepped into the ring after a fight with Haney when Haney got that decision over Lomachenko. And what happened to Haney? He left the ring really quick. And then a week later, relinquished the belts and went up to 140. And this is the same Haney that stepped into the ring when Lomachenko beat Jermaine Ortiz to lobby for a fight. The same Haney that stepped into the ring when Ryan Garcia won a few years ago, because he wanted that fight, right? So again, if he's calling these guys out, and every single one of the guys that I just mentioned right now, name me one time they called him out. Name me one time any of those guys called him out. Now,
Johnny.
on top of that, let me finish. On top of that, right? You're right. The whole matchmaking deal, I put a video out on that. He can't blame Top Rank because he did. And I thought that was bullshit, right? But now that the ball is in his court, he's got an opportunity to kind of pick and choose and force his way into those fights. But I'm gonna give you a prime example. I'm gonna give you a prime example because I told I told the Maniac we were burning earlier this week. I put it on my video. If I was him, I would seriously consider doing business with Golden Boy for a couple reasons. Look at the track record. You know what I mean? People could say what they want to say about Floyd making all this money when he branched out, but let's not forget he had some big fights and made a lot of money boxing under Golden Boy Promotions and Richard Schaefer. That's number one. Number two, Canelo Alvarez. Who you think built Canelo Alvarez? Golden Boy, right? Into the pay-per-view star that he is today. And last
the face of boxing, current.
The face of boxing. Last but not least, Oscar's also notorious for getting fighters that really don't deserve the big fights, like he did against Munguia. A lot of people question, why the hell is Munguia fighting Canelo? Why is he fighting Canelo? But guess what? Even at a young age, Oscar got him this fight. So I'm saying all that to say, I think it's a perfect match. You don't have to sign a 5-contract fight deal or whatnot. Sign a 1-2 fight deal and go get Zepeda. I think Zepeda is the perfect opponent for Shakur right now, right? And I say that for a couple reasons, but
He is. Keep cooking.
But I'll tell you one thing. Here's the crazy part about that. Oscar has been lobbying for that fight with Shakur for 2 fights already with Zepeda, right? Realistically, Oscar's the one. Even after the fights, Zepeda's not really calling Shakur out. It's Oscar, right? Now that he's a free agent and they can make it happen, there's word right now that they're looking for a fight with Baranchyk. Why? Shakur's a free agent. You can make that fight happen now. I say this to say this, man. Like I said, I like Shakur. I like a lot of fighters. I like Tio. I love Tank. But let's look at Tank for a second. We want to talk about, listen, Tank is an elite fighter. I'm not taking anything away from that. But I will tell you that I consider that fight more of a 50-50 fight when they fight because styles make fights.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
agree.
Nobody says that though.
Yeah.
But see that
That Shakur needs. In
I
my
feel
opinion.
you.
I'm sorry, Uno. But those are the
64.
fights I think he needs when you're going to start to see the best of him.
Nah, Johnny. I'm sorry. We're gonna stop that right there, Johnny.
That's my opinion.
Yo, and in the history of boxing, I've never heard so many excuses for niggas that's like, listen, if
I'm not making an excuse for him.
no, because you're saying there's technically an excuse because if he needs another elite fighter to show that he's elite. No, there's another way you can show that too. Is when you fighting niggas that's not elite, beat them the fuck up.
Make it look easy.
Make it look easy.
I didn't think that fight on Saturday was hard at all. And on top of that, I didn't think it was hard at all. I think it was an easy unanimous decision victory, and he didn't run. And he didn't run. A lot of people were criticizing him for the last fight, and what rightfully so. He ran. He didn't fight. He didn't run this fight. He fought the entire fight in the pocket. He even fought going forward in a lot of portions of that fight. And like I said, I'm going to probably sound like this big Shakur fan. I like him, but there's a lot of fighters I like. I'm just saying, like, what else do you want the guy to do? And then on top of that, with the opponents, like, he's calling them out. What else do you want the guy to do?
Johnny, I got the answer for you right. I got the answer for you right here. I got the answer for you right here. We got to remember that Shakur is also when he got started, he's a little behind Tank and Theo and Ryan because he started off as a featherweight. These guys were already lightweights, or Tank, he was 130. You know what I'm saying? So these guys been already fighting the lightweight division. He just came through and got a title. He just made his first defense of the title. At 130, you know what I'm saying? He's behind. He's been calling these guys from since he was 120, 126, 120, 130, but you're not in the division. You don't got no championships, right? Like, he's catching up to them. That's one of the reasons why he hasn't gotten the fight with them. Also, Haney and the Haney's offered. That was supposed to be. They offered. They made their offer. He said no. He felt there was a low ball offer. He declined that fight. So we can't say that Haney didn't say let's get it on. But I don't know the negotiations. The word and the story that we know is that Shakur himself said, "No way, I'm not taking that offer."
But there were plenty of people in boxing that were saying that it was a bullshit offer. You got two guys undefeated in their
Understood.
Right.
But when
two young guys,
look at Lomachenko. When a fighter wants to fight, when a Usyk wants to fight, I don't care. Tyson Fury, biggest share, whatever, take that. When Teofimo tried to, well, he did get himself more money. Remember when him and Loma was gonna fight? He was like, you know what? No, I want this much now. And Loma was like, take it out of my purse and pay that man. We're gonna fight because I'm gonna fuck him up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. If you the best,
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Crawford and Spence took a while, but at the end of the day, they finally made Crawford realize, bro, you're not the bag here, bro. You're not the bag here. That's one thing, a reason as well. Shakur is getting into the trouble that he's getting into getting these fights. You're not the bag whatsoever, bro. People, you had like 4,000 people in Newark last week, man, and they was leaving. You know, that Tank calls the shots. You know that shot caller, Oscar, is the man. He started that shit, and rightfully, he's the shot caller that started this shit. And if he goes to Golden Boy, like you said, I like that move.
Yeah.
I like that move. I like how you broke that down as well, because you're absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? And Oscar has been calling for it, but Shakur's already boring. And if you can get William Zepeda a title and make this a unification for them, you know what I'm saying? And give Shakur a Golden Boy home of opening debut fight, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because Oscar got Orales lined up for him.
Yeah.
He fucking put him in with a Mexican, with Zepeda and Berenchek on the undercard. Like, marination might lead to the right fight for him over there, and beat up Kid Austin over there while you at it too, if you could do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Beat up both of Oscar's top lightweights, which is William Zepeda and Kid Austin. Tune up and beat both of them and bounce. And and the Tank fight now, and the Tank fight
Just
now goes
bigger.
You know what I'm saying? A Ryan fight, a Theo fight goes much bigger, because one thing for sure, unless he's fighting Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson does not belong on pay-per-view.
Listen, but to circle back on that, and you got a point. Shakur's not a big money draw by himself, but we all know that fighters in most cases need a good dance partner to make pay-per-view numbers. There are very few fighters in the business right now that can carry the load by fighting a whack dude because of their name and make high pay-per-view buys, right? I mean,
but not even the big fights, Johnny. Not even the big fights is carrying the big numbers.
But hear me out. So right now, Tank Davis, right? If he wants to fight, if he wants to put together a fight with Tank Davis, people will be like, "Well, Tank Davis doesn't want to fight him because he doesn't sell." That's bullshit. Because you mean to tell me that what's the most anticipated fight at 135 right now for the true boxing fan?
Oh, Shakur Tank, hands
Shakur
down.
Tank, right? So you mean to tell me if they don't mix it up in Vegas right now, right? Tank the A side because he's earned that right to be the A side. That they together won't make more than 300. How much did him and Frank Martin do? Frank Martin, they did 350 pay-per-view buys, right? Correct?
I think a little less than that. Like
a little less, 300 pay-per-view buys, and people thought it was pretty good.
No, two and change.
And people thought it was pretty good, right? Based on the world that we live in now.
Brian and Devin did 400. You know,
Correct.
like
correct.
So they say.
So you don't think that right now a fight with Tank
Crawford and Spence only did like 700.
Yeah.
Like it does the
And
big
that was
fight.
supposed to be the fight.
What they will get is the big check. You know what I'm saying? That purse.
Yeah.
But those pay-per-view numbers, you could put Tank and Shakur. That shit ain't doing 500,000 buys, bro.
But
It ain't
do more than
because of today's era, not because it ain't the fight.
Yeah.
right.
Because of the streaming era.
Also,
But they will make bank. The tickets, the draw at the gate will do his numbers.
also depend on the undercard. Who's on the undercard?
Exactly, and you put together a good undercard. They will definitely do more than Tank and Frank Davis and Frank Martin. I totally think that they do better than that. I think they do at least 400,000 pay-per-view buys if they sign that contract. So I mean, again, there's fights there. And listen, I just want to let y'all know right now, I was expecting the Shakur to stop this guy too, but I also temper my expectations. I wasn't putting my money on it, right? Because if you got two dudes that are action-packed fighters and they go in there and they fight a dud, then yeah, I'm setting myself up for disappointment. But I kind of knew at the end of the day, like in the back of my mind, that this was going to happen.
And Liam Deal, what's up?
This is unfortunately who he is, man. I think that his defense
That's
is
exactly with that. That's who he is.
That's who he is.
So Johnny, this is
That style
Johnny.
is
So
going
this,
to beat some of the elite guys. That's the crazy.
no, we know that. So when it comes to Tank here, so this is our argument. It has absolutely nothing to do with whether Shakur has skill or if Shakur could beat the other top fighters. That's not our argument. That's not our argument because we understand that. We know the sport too good to say some dumb shit like that. Our argument is that he's just not as exciting. Now people say, well, what is it that you want him to do? It's not that what we just want him. At times you gotta turn the heat up.
Smash
bro.
that like button,
You
y'all.
gotta
Smash
turn
that
the
like
heat up.
button.
And people say, oh, but that's not his style. Well, that's not a lot of people's style.
I agree.
But you still gotta turn it up sometimes because you play it too safe.
I agree.
What's gonna happen is he's gonna fight a Tank, he's gonna fight a pit bull, and guess what's gonna happen? He's not gonna get the decision, and everybody's gonna
When
cry.
Canelo fought what's your man name? That was your man, Ryder.
John Ryder.
That's X-Man, John Ryder.
Ex-
When Canelo fought Ryder and he ain't stop him, what we say?
I was going in on my son. Y'all was roasting him, and I'm like, Ryder's tough.
I'm just saying,
because Canelo is capable of it. He's done it.
got a Canelo fight or for beating him up. Let's be for real with this shit. Like this is why I'm not hearing you need the perfect sparring partner, you need the perfect this, the
He was
perfect
getting
that.
beat up.
It's like at a certain point in time, there's a lot of people that we would not give these passes for. If Tank didn't knock out Frank Martin, we would have killed Tank.
Yeah.
If Tank didn't knock out Barrios, we would have killed Tank. It's like, yo, dude, all right. So it's not
But
about
all
knocking
those
out.
guys you just mentioned are knockout artists.
No, because you can accumulate TKOs too. You don't need to knock a nigga out. We're not gonna act like you gotta put him on the ground, bro.
No.
Right.
But you
That's
can
right.
accumulate the pain and make the ref stop it. You can at least do that.
You are 100,000%.
That's what I'm
right.
saying, dude.
No, trust me when I tell you I made a video and I criticized.
Let Johnny make his last one about Shakur.
Yeah, let's move on.
I'm sorry, guys. Like I said,
Yeah, do your thing.
you're absolutely right, man. I criticized him in my video. I said it. He doesn't let his hands go. Even if he would have thrown 6-7 straight punches in the
That's it. That's all we
he would have
saying.
got a stoppage. The referee
all
would have
we saying.
probably got it. That's it. So I criticize him for that.
Yeah, that's the only thing I do.
But this is why I think that I strongly believe that if he has a tank or a pit bull in front of him, he's going to be forced to fight. That's what I'm saying. Bringing out the best in him. That's what I want to see. Now, if I don't see that after that, then I'll be the first to tell you. You know what?
All right, so let me just say this before we move on, because Coach Calvin and them saying we ain't seen the best of Tank yet neither. So if Shakur fight the best, it's not gonna be. It's not gonna look good for him. I don't think so. If we didn't see the best Tank yet, then I don't know. But anyway, yeah, we on the same page as far as the letting the hands go. He's about to be an Adrian Broner role. Like, I mean, that's what Adrian Broner used to do. Like, and not to say Adrian Broner's as skillful as Shakur, but the main thing is we knew what he was capable of, and then it just wouldn't live up to it.
Correct.
Offensively, that's all.
Correct.
It's enough. It's enough.
It's enough for Shakur. It's enough.
He took up the whole show, bro.
Yeah.
And also shout out to Shakur Stevenson because that was the most watched fight on ESPN Top Rank this year. All right, so they say what they say, Shakur, but you got the most eyes on you at Top Rank Boxing.
Everybody want to see it. Everybody wants to see it.
Everybody wants to see it.
Yeah, man. Everybody, they needed the NyQuil wasn't working, so they said, "Let me put on the Shakur fight," and they'll put me to sleep.
I tell you one thing. One more thing. He might be going down. He might be going down.
The doctors told him, "Yo, tune into this fight if you're having trouble sleeping."
Listen, one more thing. I think he might be going down the right road. Somebody might have gave him advice to become the most hated guy in boxing, and maybe then people will tune in because he's been wilding out ever since Saturday, man. He wilding out on everybody. So
that's hilarious.
Maybe taking the villain route will make people tune in more.
Yeah, that'll help too. That'll help too.
Listen, tune into this fight tonight. You sleep like a baby.
Yeah, it's
You
crazy.
sleep like a newborn.
Yo, I appreciate y'all.
And everybody woke up saying that was the best sleep they had in their life. So listen, it is what it is.
Johnny don't go nowhere.
Yeah, moving along.
Hold on. This ninja took up Shakur
took up the whole show.
Our whole show already.
That's what I'm saying, man. We don't talk about it.
Listen, he got it locked. He actually does. He got us all tuned in.
That's what the people want to talk about.
Let's talk about real quick the boring ass. The one that put us to sleep before Shakur put us to sleep, man, because it was a horrible fight, but nevertheless a big robbery. The co-main event, another WBC title fight, O'Shaquie Foster, Rock Conceicio's for his fourth try. 4 corners.
That's 4 in a row, right?
He finally got the title.
Three title shots in a row.
4. No, not in a row, but his fourth attempt.
His fourth attempt. He fought Navarrete. That was for a title.
Got to come back and then bounce back.
Yeah, he beat a Mexican fighter.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So he's
his fourth attempt at the title. He got it.
Oh, fuck.
They stole it. A lot of bullshit going on. Maniac, go ahead, give him a quick drop.
Yeah,
on O'Shaquie Foster.
Yeah, listen, man.
Shockmaster, don't worry, you're gonna bounce back.
Listen, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. O'Shaquie versus Conceicao. Listen, you talking about what I said on the live X. This was the biggest robbery since the Biden election. That was robbery at its finest, right? Listen, man, I think Lara and Paul Williams is right up there.
That's my first live fight.
But I say this, man. This is what I hate. O'Shaquie, a fighter, the most humblest fighter you have. This dude is the epitome of a road warrior. He'll fight you in your living room, in your parking garage, in your mother's room. He don't care. He just want to fight and do what he does. Guys, I get it. It wasn't an eventful fight. It was a pretty much a snoozer. I was there live. People were born by the 3rd round. But that doesn't take from the fact that O'Shaquie definitively won. No, without a doubt. 10 rounds.
Home
Easily.
invasion, Chin Checker says. Fuck a robbery. Home invasion.
Yeah. Hey, listen, Chin Checkers, I agree with you, champ. That was just atrocious.
Right.
And to do that though, Shocky, man, and to see his face after that,
Word.
that shit got me mad.
Word.
I just want to punch
He held back.
referees
You
in
can
their
tell he
face.
held back. The tears and all that. He
That's
was
tough,
crying.
man.
He
Not
was
because
crying,
what the people forget, the sacrifice that goes into a training camp.
Mhm.
You leave your family
Mhm.
for
Also schooled
months,
Consensios, the boxing
Right?
says.
and then on top of that, you putting your life on the line.
Mhm.
And Oshaki, unfortunately, he's not a big draw,
Mhm.
right? So whatever people, Oshaki is on the come up, and then to do this to him when he won that fight cleanly, there's no debate.
At all.
Anybody that tells me Conceicao won that fight, I'm gonna tell you, look, fam, I know a psychiatrist. I'm gonna have you get some help so they can speak to you and give you some medication because you need medication.
Facts.
If you're gonna talk about that Conceicao won that fight,
Word up.
the dude Uno X, he only landed in one round double digits. That was the fourth round.
Word.
Of course.
Every round. So that means for 11 rounds, he landed single digit shots, and one referee gave him 8 rounds. Yo, fam, if I was Timo Shockey, I'm like, yo, who is that judge that gave him 8 rounds? I'm Jake the Snake in him. DDT, right there, live TV. There's gonna be action. Now don't do me like that. If I'm Timo Shockey, I'm willing to do a year for that.
Yo,
Nah.
Boxing
Gotcha.
with Frank Bay said, nah,
That's
we
dirty.
gonna be honest about old Stanky. He barely eked out a decision against
Oh, Stanky.
Vargas.
Okay.
Was losing to Hernandez,
Uh-huh.
Okay.
and he lost. And he
For the
lost
same
the other
reason.
day because he was inactive. Oh, he lost the other day because he was inactive, and he be stinking the joint out.
Now listen,
That Supernova fight was close. He won it out in the 12th
Yeah.
round as well.
it's not. Listen,
Oshaki has to do
Come on.
better.
yeah. But
You-
but you're right. I'm not saying he should be more aggressive, right? Like in the Hernandez fight.
Said Stanky.
That's because Hernandez come
Had a fight. But regardless, that's still a robbery, bro.
He wasn't
that
losing
was.
the Hernandez fight. Judges tried to rob him in Mexico, the boxing source says. Check it out real quick.
Go ahead.
I barely saw the fight. All right. By the 4th round, I decided to go smoke a blunt in the bathroom.
Yeah.
New work.
Wait.
No word.
Well, let's go, champ. I
No.
saw you.
No.
Now he didn't smoke the blunt
Shin
No,
in the
no.
cannon.
Shen, me and Big Man, he bumped into him in the hallway.
on the way.
Yeah.
On the way to burn it down.
But it was bad. It was a stinker. Yes. Frank
That's
is
how they
right.
did that to y'all. They gave y'all Oshaki and then
That was the
Shakur.
fight of the night. I was hoping that was my favorite fight.
That's
We
Like,
crazy.
thought it would be
Yeah.
fight of the
Those
night.
picking
two
that
back
to
to
turn
back.
it up.
Sheesh.
that shit was stank.
Oshaki and then
But-
Shakur. That's crazy.
Concesios was being active too. So he looked like the active, aggressive fighter.
He's always active though. You gotta
He
give him that.
works.
He works.
When I came back, it was round 10. I saw 10, 11, 12. It was just more booze. I was really talking and drinking. Honestly, I have not watched that fight over. I don't think I want to watch the fight over. If it was a robbery, it's a robbery. Shock,
Rob this
that
of our
back.
time.
run that back and start letting your hands go because Chin Checker said, chill, do not push your core in the class with AB. He throws more punches than AB. We know AB doesn't let his hands go, and that's why he lost a lot of
He
fights.
He might throw
Right.
2 more punches.
We need Shakur to throw more punches, and Oshaki, you got to catch up on both of them ninjas too, bro. I like
Was
Shaki.
it a robbery? Yes or no?
I can't say
Yes,
because
it
I
was.
really didn't watch.
Highway
But I'm-
robbery.
It was wild. It was
Yo,
wild.
There's not a person that's around that's saying it wasn't.
So I was live, right? I gave Conceicao 3 rounds. When I watched it live, I said, damn, that water, because I didn't drink that day. I said, that C4, right? That's what I had. That C4. The
Shit had you bugging?
CB4 drink, that shit must have had me wobble, bro. Because how the hell I even thought about giving him 3 rounds live. But anyway,
Mark Kriegel had it 11-1. Mark Kriegel had it 11-1.
Yeah.
Mark Kriegel
Yo,
had
it was
11-1.
definitely 11-1,
It was
10-2 the most.
the most.
The most was 2 rounds for dude, man. And I understand, Joe. Yo, Frank, I understand because he's a stinker. He is a stinker. He is a stinker. He is a stinker, right? But also the fights you bringing up, right? The fights you bringing up, those fights weren't stinkers, and that's because the opponents he had were come forward fighters, like what Johnny's saying Shakur need, right?
Yes,
But in
sir.
the same sense, regardless of all of that, the nigga Conceição landed 10% of his punches.
Bro, how you win the
Dude,
That's
there's
crazy.
no way you could 10% of anything is not enough to do anything. You feel me?
Not even the down payment for
We
the
not
apartment.
even like what is
Definitely
the
not
10%?
one.
Like, come
Oh,
on,
no.
bro.
Nah, these
Come on, man. And in that case, right? So now let's say that was Conceição was a good opponent, solid fighter, right?
Mhm.
But that style of fighting, the Shakur style, is lendable to fucking robberies, man. You know what I'm saying? It's lendable to robberies because if you got a fighter that's coming forward, if Shakur fights a pit bull,
Let's talk
if
about
Shakur
it.
fights a Zepeda,
Let's
and them
talk
niggas is
about
coming
it.
forward, and they aggressors. Shakur, I'm just saying, there's gonna come a point in
I'm
time
telling you, he's going
where the offense is gonna be needed, man. That's all I'm saying. And Oshaki,
It's
that's
coming.
a perfect case. It was like, all right, well, I'm counter punching, I know I'm landing more than him, so I'm good. Nah, you ain't taking into account that you're landing because he's coming forward. And in this day and age, more than ever, the judges lead, or they lead towards the aggressors. They lead towards the people that's controlling
Yes.
pace of fight, so to say.
He's
And I
making
guess
a
that
fight.
now some of them scores was ridiculous.
That they getting hit off with.
And mind you, just to be clear here, 2 of the 3 judges have very, very limited championship
Mhm.
experience.
Yeah.
So
That's another
shows.
bad news
That's
on that
true.
one.
Top
And
rank.
why would you do that? On
Top
a
rank.
championship
So that way you have a reason to rob this fight.
Exactly. And now you have a reason to run it back.
You could blame, the person you
Mhm.
could blame.
Yeah.
Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny, so we can get the truth. on.
There's nothing else that you guys haven't said already. that I'm gonna say. The only thing I'll leave us with is
Frank.
this shit gotta stop. When are these judges gonna be held accountable, man?
Yes. Yes.
Man,
There's no accountability. That's the problem, man. They continue to get away with this, man. We don't
They
even
move with immunity.
to interview a judge after a fight.
Word.
Yo, something's got to
No,
give.
judges don't do interviews.
But then they got to start answering questions on how they're seeing a fight totally different than everybody else in the arena and the million people that are watching at home.
Yeah, it's just because
it's
no
it's
union, no nothing. That's why even with the NBA refs, the refs have to go to, they get
Listen.
fined and all that shit. They have to respond to certain shit too.
correct. There's
I don't
no
know.
accountability whatsoever, and that's got to stop, man. If they can't see the
No
fight,
accountabilities in boxing.
Yo,
None of them.
Nobody gets held to accountabilities in boxing, yo.
well,
But you're
it's a
right,
football, man.
Johnny, like you said, Johnny, like we spoke about, right? About the former fighters possibly scoring fights, right? Because they understand what it is to be on the wrong end of a horrible
Correct.
decision,
Correct.
right? So you're gonna be, very impartial, right? That's what a judge is supposed to be, right? But we don't see that. They just
Uno's been calling for new eyes, younger eyes, refs, judges, commissioners, new, younger, because these guys that run this shit have been running this shit since fucking
Right.
Ali and Frazier. You know what I'm
since
saying?
the
Yeah.
Flintstones.
So we need new, young, fresh eyes at ringside.
And if
because-
there's 3 judges, they need to have at least an alternate card there.
and
So
you-
in the case of a fucking bogus card, which people could tell, fucking
Overtime
bogus card,
boxing.
Yeah.
you switch
Yes.
that card the fuck out, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna go with this alternate card, this anonymous card that we had, this judge in the back doing this, boom, boom. And if there's some discrepancy,
boxing with Frank
then
Bass
switch
making
that shit out.
a lot
You
of good
fine
points.
that judge or you ban him, suspend him for a few fights, and let's get this shit regulated, man.
Boxing so Shakur did basically the same thing that
And got
Oshaki
credit
did
for
and got credit for.
Ah.
He was more active than Shaki that night though.
He was.
The blood truth
But
is in the
not by
building.
much.
What up? What up?
But not
All right,
by
where we
much.
going?
All
Where
right,
we
hold
going?
on.
Moving
Listen,
on.
moving on because we gotta finish up this card right here. Keyshawn Davis, the businessman. Uno, the businessman, was handling his business yet again. Saturday night, he remains undefeated, picked up another victory, and it was the most entertaining fight on the main telecast Saturday night. Keyshawn was going up against Morang. Madueno, a tough Mexican. What do you do with the African American skillful fighter? You put that pressure on him, and you see how them legs is working. And Keyshawn, he got legs. He got ring IQ. He got height on him. He picks his shots nicely. He's not one to waste too many shots. When he throws them, he lands them. But to me, he don't got that pop. But he's smart. And he knows how to do his thing. And he's good. And he's young. And he's getting that promo behind him. And he runs his motherfucking mouth. You know what I'm saying? So let me tell you this. Keyshawn, he keeps getting into these type of fights. They're going to make him tougher. And we're going to find out if he's a make or break star. He's ranked high in all of the sanctioning bodies at lightweight as well. Another lightweight in the mix with all the lightweights that we talking about. Him and Shakur said they will never fight, so don't ask. Don't ask. It's not going to happen. You know that they stable mates, and they also train together and all that. They in the same camps, all that. You know what I'm saying? Keyshawn, though, it was a kind of an MMA-ish fight as well, but he did his thing. He looked good. He popped on Homie. Homie kept coming forward. All I'm saying is you calling out the Thales and you calling out the Tanks. You want those big fights as well, Keyshawn. You don't got enough pop. You don't got enough pop, but you can't be smart enough, right? You can't fight the smart fight because he'll tie you up and he'll throw you on the floor.
He has.
He's an Olympic silver medalist.
He knows how to tie you up. He knows how to do the sneaky shit behind the ref's back. You know what I'm saying?
It's sure he could be in a tough fight too, right?
The way he runs his mouth and gets people aggravated,
he
in the ring, he can get you aggravated as well. He play tricks. He play mind games in the ring as well. I've seen that. You know what I'm saying? If you fight dirty, he's going to fight dirty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's with the shits.
He's with all the shits. And that's one thing. I'm not big on the businessman. But last Saturday showed me that he's exactly what you guys said. He's with the shits. He'll get a shot. When he get a shot, I don't know when. In the meantime, I want to see him keep fighting those type of fights. Those rugged, come forward, put that pressure on him because he's young and he got them young legs. You know what I'm saying? And he's slick, and that's how the African-American slick fighter fights, bro. He moves around that ring. He uses IQ. Ping, ping. He ping, ping. He ping, ping.
Ping, ping the shit out of him.
Then Shakur ping, ping.
He was ping, ping, and bang, and bang.
If I'm going to say
there was
that,
all types of sound effects.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to say that Shakur's boring and all this other shit, and Keyshawn ain't, Keyshawn ping, pings more. You know what I'm saying? And he'll come out blazing, and he comes out blazing in certain rounds. Boop, 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 boop.
And then he'll get on his Olympic shit. He'll get on his Olympic shit.
But he be putting paws on dudes. He just ain't got the pop for me. You know what I'm saying?
He got a little dog in him. He got a little dog in him.
He got dog.
Listen,
He got dog.
I say this about Keyshawn, and I'll be the first to admit I've been one of his biggest critics. I'm gonna call it like it is, only because of his mouth. Again, I'm gonna hold you accountable. If you talk like you are him, I need to see him performances.
Davis hit him with everything. I think dude was just different.
No, Dueno is, he is, yo.
Checkers, you're hilarious.
He was a tough fighter. I mean, listen, Keyshawn did his thing. You know, good performance.
Shout out to everybody tuned in with us. Smash that like button.
Yes, sir. Listen, Keyshawn did what he had to do. He did show toughness, right? You want to see different things in fights, right? So that shows that now if he's in a, if he got to get in the mud, if he got to dance in the mud, he's willing to dance in the mud. For those that don't know that term, that means get dirty. He don't mind getting dirty. So Keyshawn showed on Saturday he don't mind dancing in the mud. So let's see. Moving forward, he's solid. He's, like you said, X, he's calling out the big names. Is he ready for those? I'm gonna say no, but you never know. He'll get in there and he might turn it up another notch. So I say this. Keyshawn, solid performance. Yeah, you talk beyond reckless. But regardless, you winning, and at least it's somewhat entertaining, right? And we'll see what's next for him, man. That's it.
And shout out to Abdullah Mason, the young boy.
Oh man, that is different.
That
boy different.
Damn thing. Johnny, what do you think about Abdullah Mason?
That boy different.
Man, he's
We must-
special. He's special. Yeah. That kid's got something, and he's got dog in him.
Oh yeah, the dog is
Oh,
that's you could tell that's born there. Like that's
And,
already
and he hasn't really showed it yet.
yeah.
I see somebody else coming on.
Yeah, I think we're the message from that kid, man. And if it's any indication of what we're seeing now, we are in for something special with that kid.
Okay. Johnny, we want you to take over on this one. We moving on. Top Rank Boxing, that was the card, and we know that Top Rank is on ESPN. They continue to bring the heat, and they're gonna continue this weekend as well. We'll get to that in a little while. But moving on over to the Zone and Golden Boy Boxing, and the man that you want to see, Shakur Stevenson, get it on with. William El Camarón Zepeda was in action against Giovanni Cabrera in a lightweight, another eliminator, number one contenderish. You know these fights that they put him in, man. Guess what? William Zepeda came out victorious yet again. He remains undefeated. William Zepeda is number one in every sanction and body that it is. The WBA.
Like my man Gio said, they know boxing. He said he's undisputed.
Undisputedly ranked? Undisputedly ranked, bro. Number one.
Gio, that was
He
for
is
your
the
They Know
number
Boxing.
one undisputed ranked.
He's undisputed
fighter at lightweight.
for every division. He's number one for every belt.
So who's gonna give him the shot? Will it
Somebody
be the
has
WBC champ Shakur Stevenson?
It should
Will it be the WBC champ, Johnny? Before you get there, tell us what you saw and how it went down. William Zepeda.
Trent checkers. Mason champ in 2 years.
Exactly.
1 year champ. I say in 1 year. By next year, this time, he should be fighting for a title. But we'll see. Regardless, I think we understand the kid is special. Johnny, get in the kitchen.
We saw exactly what we expected. You know, at the end of the day, we saw opposite of what we wanted Shakur to do. We saw Zepeda take care of business, like the Maniac says. You know what I'm saying? He don't play with his food. I get that.
You don't play.
His offensive skills can't be questioned. He's a pressure fighter. He can punch. Not the greatest defensive fighter, but again, Mexican style. They're willing to take one to give one. I respect that. The man has earned his right to get a title shot. Now, which one does he want? Personally, in my opinion, there ain't nothing bigger than the green belt. And we know who got the green belt, right? And
that's Viva Mexico right there.
Yeah. It's a Mexican sanctioning body.
Right. Ain't nothing bigger than the WBC. So the crazy part about it, like I said earlier, is that Oscar's been lobbying for this fight for 2 or 3 fights already. There's no excuse. My man is not bound to Top Rank anymore. I think Shakur takes that fight if it's offered.
He better.
He has to.
He better.
He has to. Ain't no
after this performance, and I'm not even talking about this performance. After all this criticism that he's heard about this performance, he has to take a fight that's going to test him. He needs a big fight. He needs a big name. And I think this is a perfect fight for him. Whether they make it happen or not, I don't know. Like I told you, I'm seeing stuff on social media that now they're pivoting to Baranchyk. I hope that's not true. But it wouldn't surprise me.
Fuck that Baranchyk shit. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly, man. Let's get it on, man. That's the fight that everybody wants to see, other than Shakur and Tank.
Clarence, what up, though?
William Zepeda is now 31-0 with 27 knockouts. He just his competition streams of Rene Alvarado.
How many NyQuil?
27.
No, he got his own pharmacy.
Pharmacy.
Rene Alvarado.
Zepeda RX.
Diaz, Mercito Gesta, Maxi Hughes, Giovanni Cabrera are the known names on his record. William Zepeda.
Then what's the name fight Cabrera?
Actually, no. I'm glad y'all brought that up because many felt he beat Pitbull in that fight.
And this thing,
I think it was a split.
What was that, third round?
Yeah,
3.
third round.
It was a split decision, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So listen, man.
Pitbull got away with one that night.
Yeah, he definitely did. And that was to get him to where he at now.
Yeah.
If you'd have lost that fight, it would have.
He wouldn't be champion today.
It would have plumbed.
Yeah.
So look, man, we know that William Zepeda, he's a fighter. We know what we're gonna get from El Camarón. For those who don't know what El Camarón is,
shrimp.
it's the shrimp. I don't know why they call them the shrimp.
Yo, listen, I'm trying to tell you about
They
that
eat
shrimp.
the bottom of the
I'm trying to
ocean.
tell you the mantis shrimp,
They
man.
do. Oh, the
They-
mantis shrimp.
They must have been
Oh, yeah,
talking
yeah.
about
My
that
man Uno
nigga,
got
man.
the video.
Trying to
Talking
tell you,
about
man.
a
Look up the
shrimp-
mantis
a shrimp
shrimp,
ate
man.
a shark, and then the shark
Nah,
ate a whale.
the shrimp nigga got the super punch in the.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He
and
got the
shell
super punch
broke.
and Nova. Yeah, supernova punch. I'm trying to tell you, man. You gotta look this shit up. Yeah, you gotta look this shit up. It's real. This is real facts, man. That's a pater, man.
All right.
The
all right.
mantis shrimp.
That's good, man. Look, I like, we know, listen, man, we know Mexican style boxing. We know it's a very exciting style of fighting, right? That'll be your typical come forward volume puncher versus
That is the
your
Mexican
technically sound
versus
fighter.
black fighter
And
fight, bro.
that's
That
what
we've
we
been
need.
watching for years. The
Chavez,
Chavez
Pernell
Whitaker.
Whitaker. There you go.
I gotta be
There you
honest.
go.
I gotta be
So
honest.
hopefully we get it. He needs a fight. Shakur needs someone like that. He
Look,
needs the right
see,
dancer.
Chuckers know what I'm talking about.
You're right.
I got
The shrimp
it.
no
Fully.
joke. That shrimp no
You
joke.
gotta look this shit up, bro. I'm gonna show you after the shit.
Yo.
I'll show
So
ya.
anyway, Johnny,
Yeah.
moving along. That's the recap of last Saturday.
Hold on. Shout out to Gucci Manny Flores. He picked up his
Yo,
victory
yeah,
again. on
Gucci
the
Manny,
card.
Gucci
Second
Manny.
round. Second round.
My boy, second
TKO,
round, man.
Second round.
My boys down in Coachella, California. The Flores boys under Joel Diaz down at that camp doing the damn thing. Gucci Manny
You got
picks
the
up
rat
another
tail.
one.
You got the rat tail going.
My son get busy, nigga.
He a character. He's definitely a character.
Yeah.
But he get busy.
Yeah,
He get busy.
definitely, man. But that's the wrap up. That was a good call. They kind of did my man Acosta dirty, man.
Tito
Yeah,
Costa
they
got his shit
stopped
rocked
that fight.
again. Tito
I didn't
Costa.
get rocked. He was right there in that
He's
fight.
always getting caught in that type of shit. He be getting decked and they stop the fight on his ass,
Yeah,
bro. Like,
they shouldn't- that
why
was
they
a-
stay doing that to
I'm
this
not saying he
nigga?
was winning the fight. It was very close, but the
Tito, yeah,
stoppage
bro.
wasn't working.
You look like Tito Bambino too, like his brother, bro. Like, yeah, bro, for real,
Yo,
bro. I'm sorry.
Anyway, Eddie X, moving along.
Talk to me.
Since Saturday, we got the return, the homecoming of Jerome Boots Ennis. Wells Fargo Arena,
Boots.
Four Corner Boxing. We will be
Boots.
live in the building. Anybody that's going to be there,
Yeah, four corners in the
holla at us.
building.
We going to be there.
Just look out for the
Boots.
merch. You're gonna see us.
Not only is Boots
Ask
considered,
about it, they know us.
Word.
Ask about it, they know us.
not only is Boots is considered, now that we know Crawford is gone and Spence, the best fighter at 147.
Mm-hmm.
We know he has pound for pound potential.
Mm-hmm.
What are you expecting to see this Saturday against David Anishian and other Armenian, which they tough fighters?
Mhm.
And he was giving Crawford a tough fight before he was stopped. What do we expect? Remember, these homecomings haven't been two homecomings.
They are never
for these
welcoming.
fighters.
They're never
So
welcoming.
let's talk about it.
All right, here we go. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Yo, G, we on the way. You heard? Yo, G, we on the way. Can't wait. I'm expecting a good night of boxing in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The card is stacked. Shout out to Pistol Pete Dobson, BX.
BX,
You
baby.
know we on the card, baby. We're going up against Jalil Hackett, one of Baltimore GTT's
Tough. That's gonna be a
finest.
tough fight.
That's gonna be one of the best fights of the night right
Definitely.
there. We expect
Fight of the night. Fight of the night.
Be more versus the Bronx.
Shout out to Khalil Cole. He's on the card. The
Khalil
big
Cole,
step.
Uh-huh,
baby,
he's up
big
to
stepper.
You know what I'm saying?
Eric Roman,
Y'all know
brother.
what it is and who it
we
is.
gonna see you there.
Sky Nicholson, the WBC female
Oh,
featherweight
Mhm.
champion.
She
of the
get
world.
busy.
Female.
She get busy.
Yeah.
She get busy.
She get busy. She on the card. We do for Diaz is in there getting the mix.
Is he gonna fight LeBron or they
No,
got
LeBron pulled out, but they got him a replacement, so they keep the body on the card. You know what I'm saying? Because
Keep
there's
it
a lot
pushing.
of bodies out there in Philly.
Keep it pushing.
the
He
chop
crack,
cheese
he
maker?
crack. What that be like? You know what I'm saying? My
Yeah.
boys is gonna be in the building.
Que
out
tú
there.
quieres mujeres, she said she blow
La la.
Flip
She
side.
my baby mama.
Mama.
Nerd. Motherfucking the main event though is arguably headlined by the best welterweight in the world,
Mhm.
arguably soon to be one of the best fighters in the world,
Mhm.
and undefeated
Mhm.
IBF welterweight champ Jerron Boots, and it's 31-0, 28 knockouts, one no contest. This man was supposed to be fighting Cody Crowley, his number one contender for his title. Cody Crowley had an eye injury; he had to get up out of there, and David
Evanesian.
Evanesian We share the same name, so I got love for you, Evanesian. Always have. Been watching you for a while. Evanesian has been around since Shane Mosley.
Mhm.
You know,
So that should tell you something. That should tell you something.
Evanesian is on our pound for pound top 10 gatekeeper.
Especially for the Armenian gatekeeper #1.
Yo, listen. But Evanesian gets it popping, you know?
He gets it popping. No,
With
he
Shane
gets it
Mosley.
popping. That's
Number
good.
5 on the pound for pound list.
Yo, he's been in the ring with Josh Kelly. Remember he beat the shit out of Josh Kelly when
Yeah,
Josh Kelly
yeah.
was supposed to be coming up.
His
and beat
only
that dude?
loss. That's
Yeah.
Josh Kelly only loss.
Yeah, David Evanesian.
Whatever happened
Who
is
got
Josh.
David Evanesian shit though, man.
Besides
Check him
Bud.
out real quick. Besides Bud, David Evanesian was hot, man, and
He
somebody,
got shit cracked.
wow, yo, they broke his shit quick, bro. But David Evanesian again, he has fought the likes of Shane Mosley,
Kavalaskis.
Eagles,
The
Egas Kabalaskis.
another former opponent
Another
of Terrence
gatekeeper.
Bud Crawford, right?
Yeah, this is
So-
all Bud. It's all about
So
Bud.
yeah, Bud washed up Eagles and he washed up Dave, man.
Uh-huh.
Both of them niggas by
What's
knockout, bro.
crazy is so after that loss, he won 6 straight via NyQuil, then lost to Bud. What for another fight? He got the stoppage. Now he's fighting Boots.
Evanesian earns his way back
Yeah, he
into
with
a
the shits, he
title
with the
shot.
Yo,
He with
bro,
the shit.
listen. He
And this
comes
is-
to fight.
This is
Comes
years
to
after.
fight.
This is years after Bud put the beats on him, and he's been in the ring 10 times since then. And so, Boots, guess what? You on the clock, brother?
Yeah. Yeah, and we're gonna hold
I
you to
don't
the same.
want to hear
and we-
nothing about
we-
the opponent. No, yo, bro.
Yes, yes,
If you
yes.
don't beat
Talk
this
about
nigga
it.
the fuck up,
Let's talk about
that's it. That's the shit I'm on for this for the rest of boxing and the rest of my boxing career. Yo, if you one of the hymns
Yes.
and you fighting a fighter that's not one of the hymns, oh man, you better show me the fucking difference, bro.
Yes.
Show me the
Talk
difference.
your shit,
I'm
man.
not hearing nothing.
What Uno said
Not
last week,
having enough.
stop making non-elite fighters
Look elite.
Look elite.
Word
you know what I'm
up.
saying?
Yeah.
Word up.
David Evanesian
Word
is tough.
up. He's
Yes.
tough.
here
Yes.
to bring the pain.
Yes. Yes.
He's here to get knocked.
The fuck out. Yes, it is. Yes, he is. He's there for it. He's there for
Because
it.
he was supposed to knock out Cody Crowley, right? We already
Yeah,
was expecting
yes,
him to
definitely.
beat the flames
Definitely.
out of Cody Crowley.
I think it's a tougher fighter. I think it's a tougher fight.
but you
Yes,
can't,
yes.
I think it's a
yes.
tougher fight with
And more
Evanesian.
to me.
can't
So I
sleep
am
on
giving him-
nobody in
I'm
the
giving
fight.
the credit to the opponent,
and
too.
X, I give
No,
you that.
This is what
You've
I'm
been-
saying.
I'm looking at
advocating.
Boots.
We gotta stop sleeping on.
No, we don't sleep. We the ones that really
We
never
not
sleep.
Yeah, yeah.
sleeping.
But
But
we give the
Evanesian
pass
against
to the
Boots-
hymns a little too much.
Against
And we
Boots,
and we
I'm
know that
bringing,
Eddie has
I'm
been
bringing my
looking.
pillow and blanket because I'm sleeping.
Ah,
I'm going to sleep. I'm going to get busy.
We
Boots
know
gonna
that
put the
Eddie
spanking on this
Eddie-
thing.
Eddie
I
has
predict the
been-
spanking.
in a little slump.
Yeah, yeah.
And he
yeah.
lost
Bam,
a 5-on-5.
Bam helped him.
Bam held him down.
Bam
yeah.
got him out the slump.
Bam, Jack Catterall.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Them boys is
help.
holding them
Yeah.
down. You know what I'm saying?
Now it's
Yeah,
Boots'
but
turn.
when you have,
Now it's Boots.
uh,
So be it, let him down.
Yeah, let him
yeah,
down.
he got big
Way,
time.
Wild then the
Way
5-on-5 is let him
down.
down.
Yeah, man. But
way
you
down
know,
by.
Khalil Cole, you better hold it down.
Yeah,
Oh
bro.
man,
You hear me?
yeah, you better. You
You know what
better.
I'm
You-
saying?
we
Jaleel
in there.
Hackett, although Dobson is my boy, but Jaleel Hackett, you just got to deal with Eddie.
He's
You
supposed
gotta
to
hold
win.
it down.
He
right?
has
Supposed
to.
win.
That's
But we going Pete Dobson.
No, we gonna beat Dob all the way.
And P gotta let his
40.
hands go.
It's the 40 in this month.
P gotta let his hands go.
He gonna let them shits
He
go.
better, bro. He
You
could
heard?
beat him.
He
He
be
could
fighting
beat.
in the Total Combat League as well.
He
He
could beat.
just had to step back from the
No.
Total Combat League
I guess.
to get up in here and get that paper because he getting money with Eddie.
Johnny, Boots Ennis. What you expect from him this coming Saturday?
How does this fight play out?
And how you look at him as a fighter overall?
I expect the same thing that we expected out of Shakur last week. I mean, he needs to go in there and take care of business. He's an inferior opponent. Boots should show that he's on another level, right? So everything that we said that Shakur should have done this past week, he needs to do this week. Now, with that being said, for some strange reason, I have a funny feeling we're gonna be talking about this shit next week again. And I'm not saying he loses. I'm not feeling these homecomings, man.
Neither. Me neither. It never goes the right way.
They have not gone well for the guy
Never goes the right way.
his own crowd.
Only for
I don't
40.
know what it is. I don't know if you want to just shut out, and I don't know what it
You know,
is.
baby.
I don't know, but I'll say that, in my opinion, we're going to be having the same conversation. Boots will win a decision. when in fact he should have went out there and took care of business. That's my prediction. And it's not because Boots ain't an amazing fighter. He is the best fighter
Yes,
in
he
the
is.
welterweight division. He's the best fighter in the welterweight division and one of the best fighters, pound for pound, regardless if he's on the list or not.
Copy.
That kid can do it all.
Yeah.
He's special.
So we got, like you
But,
said,
but I think that's what
we got-
Scott Nicholson, Patufo versus Darling Hernandez. Oh, that's that. Isn't that Mayweather fighter?
Oh, darling.
I heard the name, but I can't put it together right now.
Is that him? He's like compared to like Tank. I don't know if that's the same
I
one.
think that's him.
It's a Dominican dude. He's like
Yeah, I seen that little.
You
I seen
see-
that tank up the car.
Yeah,
Seen that
yeah,
tank up
yeah,
the
he's
yeah.
the generic
The
version.
knockoff.
The generic
He not
version.
Tylenol. He whatever they call that.
Yo,
He ibuprofen.
Johnny,
Motrin.
the homecomings have not been looking good.
Yes.
But let's shout out Lamont Roach.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Who did deliver on his homecoming last
Yeah.
week.
Dominant
And
performance.
that's what you want to see in homecoming fights. You know what I'm saying?
He's
Like,
a problem at 130.
and-
He
and
is.
like we'd say, Matchroom Boxing, Eddie Hearn, he's gonna, when you that dude and boxing saying, yo, that's that dude, and he signed you, he gonna do whatever
Yeah.
you
He gonna treat you like that
done.
dude. He gonna treat you like that
treat
dude.
you like that dude, bro.
Absolutely. And
You know?
people gotta those are facts, man. Those are facts. That's what I'm saying.
Promotion.
Like people need to stop with that bias shit. Listen,
No, fighters need to stop with that bullshit that my promoter and my manager,
yeah.
because even when you get that shit, when
They
fighters
don't
get
do
that
nothing.
shit, they don't do nothing, bro.
Come on,
they
man.
fuck it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Devin Haney, he won homecoming. Eddie Hearn took him to the Bay.
yeah.
Somebody Matias, you want Puerto
You was
Rico,
there. Y'all
papi?
was there.
Yeah,
Y'all
we was there.
And they
Why
good
I
numbers.
criticize the fighters. This is why I criticize the fighters, because the promoters are supposed to be working for the fighters. I want
Eddie's
that
working for
fight.
his
Let
fighters.
me that fight. I want that guy. Get me that guy. Make that happen. We don't see a lot of that in the sport. Moves are dictated according to what the promoter wants for the fighter. It needs to be the other way around. Remember back in the days, Arturo Gotti and Mickey Ward, after that first
Three
fight,
times.
Gotti
One
told
of the
his
greatest
manager,
trilogies
his
of all
promoter,
time.
I don't want to fight anybody but that guy next. Make it happen. We need fighters to step up and take control of their career.
No,
Like-
listen. But Eddie is giving, like we said, he's giving the fighters what they want. Oscar this year, I can't front, man, and I don't know who wants to front, but he's been keeping his fighters working nonstop, whether it's a show in Vegas or a show at the hotel in California at one of those arenas, like Indio, California, Palm Springs. They are working. Top Rank has been criticized for years that they can't promote the black man, that they can't do this. Bob complains about losing money all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm putting on these shows. We go in the city. We if you can't do it in your city, fuck it. Let's take him out west and let's see if we put him up over there. And if he does numbers, and his promoters lose a lot of money too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Promoters lose a lot of money too when they put it on the line and it doesn't hit. Boots right now is selling tickets because we know that the ticket, they said
They had to
the
step it up.
pre-sale was going off.
That's why they moved it.
And they opened up more seats.
Yeah.
Right? They did 10,000
And
already.
this
They
is why
opened
they
up
didn't
more.
cancel the call.
They
Because
couldn't.
not
They couldn't. Too much to
could
get
not.
back. Too much to get back.
And too many fighters that's ready to work, that's putting in
Exactly.
training camps, that's losing
Exactly.
money in training camps when the cards get pulled. You know what I'm saying? The
Correct.
show must continue.
Yeah.
And forgive me for this right now, because I'm not trying to violate anybody. But remember when Owen Hart died in the ring in wrestling?
They kept
Vince got criticized, but the show
had
continues.
to go on. Yeah.
When Dana White loses his main event, then co-main event becomes the main event. The show continues. They brought these tickets. We drawing these fans. We're in your city, and we're gonna give you something. And
An
guess
event.
what? When the co-main event gets pushed to the main event, they go harder.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Word.
saying? Because the fights that entertain the most be those first 4 or 5 fights that open up before when there's 10 people in the arena.
Copy.
The show must continue. These promoters, we criticize, we talk our shit, but they doing what they gotta do, man.
Shout out to His Excellency.
Oh man,
Yeah, yeah.
he's
You
not
feel
a
me?
promoter.
That's
he's
why.
he's giving promoters
That's
the
why
money to
he's
promote.
giving them the freedom
Like
to
this.
not worry
He's
about the
coming
money.
like this.
Turkey.
coming like this.
Exactly. Yo, His
Oh,
Excellency.
God.
But
Yo,
also-
our schedule is open. You know what I
Listen,
mean?
man.
So August, if you need us
So,
for
look,
Riyadh
listen.
season,
We
just reach out to
before-
our people.
We also
I mean-
got the return of a legend on
Uh-oh.
Friday.
Uh-oh.
Roman Chocolatito.
Tito.
X's boy. That's X's boy. That's
That's my
X's boy.
He's fighting at home.
That was my guy. That's my guy. That's
Yeah,
one of my
yeah.
guys. One
Yeah,
of my
he
guys.
It looks like a heart.
One of my guys, man.
This one's
Fuck
for
with
you,
Chocolatito.
Choco. Dios me lo bendiga siempre. Cristo te ama, lo
Definitely,
ama a
definitely
todos nosotros, man.
One of the best
That's
one
my
of
guy.
One of the best smaller fighters
ever.
of all time, man.
My favorite
Just
active
one
fighter.
of the
He's
best.
still
Listen,
fighting.
man. Guys,
He had a defensive run too with his belt
Yo, Uno.
before he lost.
If you don't watch the smaller
Right,
weight
yeah.
classes,
yeah.
Rat eater.
what are you?
You ain't a boxing
You a hardcore-
fan.
You're a hardcore casual,
There
man.
you go. You a hardcore casual.
Hardcore casual
And
out
you
here in
say
the
you're a
streets.
I ain't
boxing
got no
fan,
bell, but I'm a ring.
weight classes. Stop.
There you go. Get it for me. Get it for me.
If y'all don't know who Roman Gonzalez is, don't choke boxing to me, man. You out your mind. You just started watching boxing, man.
Yeah.
He comes Nicaragua, he deserves that.
Yeah, he
Nicaragua
deserves it all. He
only
deserved that.
4-division champion.
That
He
kid
passed
is
the
a-
great Alexis Aguero. We know Alexis is number one
Yeah.
always.
Yes.
But Choco, he surpassed his
And that was
idol.
his.
Yes.
That's what he looked at.
Big home.
And also,
Yeah, Johnny.
Johnny.
You know how Chocolatito is special? That dude was roaming the number one pound for pound list for a few years when Floyd
yeah.
was, when
Yeah.
Floyd was fighting.
Miles Floyd was out there.
No.
Oh,
When
Floyd was
left,
fighting.
no. When
He was
Floyd
he,
left,
he was top the number one
number
pound
one.
for pound guy. Nah, I think
And I'm glad,
for a minute, no? When Floyd was
and I'm
still
glad they gave him that
after,
respect.
after Floyd, he
And
took
he had
over the number
several
one
defenses
spot.
too. Several
Hey.
defenses
He-
of
he
his
did
title.
He was there for a minute.
Their
Back
Back
time,
to back, yeah.
their time at number one because him and Ward was
It was going crazy at that time.
Yeah, they were behind Floyd on that time, man.
They-
Those
they-
guys were number one.
those three at that time were crazy.
Yeah, for those that want to know, that's on Friday, not Saturday. Friday on ESPN Plus, so you don't have to go on YouTube and watch some Nicaraguan channel. You got ESPN Plus, you can watch it.
And also
I
on
will be
Saturday,
We got the return of Jenna Bank.
Heinz like a la basa da bao.
My man, Jenna
Little Triple G, man. Little Triple G,
Baby
man.
Triple G.
Baby Triple G.
Triple.
All right, listen.
Can of
he's
Stack
making-
Thunder.
He's making his defense of his WBO
IBF.
and IBF.
Yeah,
He's
IBF.
unified,
Unified middleweight
correct.
champion of the world.
Yes, he's fighting Andre Mikhailovich.
Mikalabach.
So listen,
Not as fast as I thought it was gonna be. I thought he was gonna chop it up worse.
Yo, it's love to the fighters, man. But you gotta have fun with these names sometimes, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully the fight
Mikalabach.
goes 12 rounds and I'll remember the name after
now,
that.
Jenna
Yeah.
Beck
Word.
don't play with his
Like
foot.
Autumn.
Like hard.
That's Shakur's fault. I
But-
remember Autumn now.
But Johnny, Uno, and X. There's an interesting fight on that card.
Oh,
Raymond
lightweight.
Murataya versus
contender.
one of the greatest gatekeepers of
Of all time.
Nah,
Tevin Farmer.
Tevin
no.
Farmer, yo.
We're not gonna do Philly like that.
You're not gonna
just
do
yet.
Philly
No.
like that? Oh
He's
yeah,
an
you gonna wait?
ex-champion.
We gonna wait till we
making
come back.
his way back to the
He
championship
gonna be in
contention.
the Wells Fargo.
He's gonna be in the.
Think he gonna be
No,
there?
he's
No,
Oh,
he's
he's fighting. He's fighting.
Fighting
Oh
in
yeah,
Vegas.
He's
gatekeeper.
fighting
you
in
mean.
Vegas.
Yo,
He's gatekeeper. Okay.
He's not gatekeeper
Yeah.
yet.
He's a gatekeeper.
Tevin Farmer is not gatekeeper yet. He's a former champion
No,
who's looking to bounce back into
No, he's
contention. And Raymond Murataya is the guy to beat.
Murataya,
Hey, Tevin
yeah.
Farmer, Philly.
Murataya
If
tough.
the ex-IBF 130-pound champion is ready to bounce back at lightweight and say, I'm about it. About
Yo,
it, fool.
listen, I love that fight. Man.
Great fight.
I'm
Great
just
fight.
talking about Saturday cards in general. That's probably the fight that I'm looking the most forward to because I expect Boots to be Boots, Jenna Beck to be Jenna Beck. But how good is Murataya?
Yeah.
Right?
And
How
Tevin Farmer's gonna test him.
and Tevin
His
Tevin
Farmer,
gonna test him.
he's a
No.
Philly grit fighter.
Yeah,
He
he's gonna
comes
test him.
to fight. He's not there. He ain't gonna pity pat. He gonna
No.
go for the win. That shit is gonna be a
Tevin
fight.
Farmer is another defensive master.
Yeah,
With some- with some counters,
he's
but
dog. He's
yeah,
a
he got
dog.
more- he got a lot of
is.
dogs, though. He got a lot of
is,
dogs.
if you make him fight.
Yeah.
If you make him fight. Raymond
He's
Morataya's last
cross-sighted,
fight
but
wasn't impressive, right?
Who?
Raymond
Yeah,
Morataya's
Yeah, nah, it
last
wasn't.
140.
It
He
wasn't.
went to 140.
It was like
This is back.
He went down, though. He went back
138 or some
down.
shit. It was like 138 around there.
Catch weight.
The guy couldn't. But the track star dude he was fighting didn't make him look good. Dude
Yeah.
was on his track star shit.
Yeah. And listen,
awkward.
listen.
And they
And
never
awkward.
make they
Listen,
never make fighters
we
look
not-
good.
Tevin Farmer is
Yeah.
awkward. He could play track star. He
Yeah.
could spoil
Veteran,
you.
and he's a
And he's a
veteran,
vet,
former
yeah.
champ. He could
knows how
spoil
to
you
win.
the party
Yes.
for Raymond
Yeah.
Morataja.
In the perfect way. He can
Yeah.
spoil the party.
Yeah.
Robert Garcia's in that
he's
corner.
the type. He's the dude. He could bring the Henny to the kids' party.
Uh-huh.
Don't do that.
He's
Chill.
gonna be chill. He be sipping the Henny.
No,
at
he gonna
his
pass
party.
it around.
Nah,
He
nah,
like
he ain't
this.
even bringing the Henny.
Like
He
that.
gonna spike the punch. He ain't even gonna see the bottle. It's just gonna
So,
give
Johnny,
a punch and just.
Johnny, before we wrap it up, man, because that's what it is for the weekend. We got Jenna Beck headlining. We got Boots headlining. We got Chocolatito headlining. Just real quick, and then we got the Murataya Tevin Farmer fight on the Jenna Beck card. Just give us your thoughts on those real quick, and then we're gonna wrap it up.
I'll make it short and sweet. All the headliners win.
All the headliners win.
Mhm.
All the
Oh,
headliners win. Yep.
so Murataya Farmer, who you like?
I'm gonna give Morataja the benefit of the doubt because
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
fighting
He
a guy,
should
he
be.
was fighting a guy that, like X said, didn't really
He
want to
looked a little shaky in his last fight. Yeah.
Mhm.
He not shaky. He looked a little lost.
Yeah, he just
Yeah.
didn't look.
And
It
a lot of
wasn't
that, and a lot of that had to do with a lack of experience and the opponent. But I'm going to give him the
Yeah.
benefit of the doubt because I think he's a gifted young guy, and I like Farmer though. Like you said, man, he can pull this off. But I'm gonna go with Ray. I'm gonna go with Ray on that fight. He's gonna bounce back.
All right. I mean, there you have it, guys. You know, again, 4 corners, 40 Central. We're gonna be in Philly this Saturday, Wells Fargo. We're gonna get up there a little early. Anybody holler at us? We
They
there
know
looking for
boxing.
cheesesteak. We might visit the Rocky statue. We
Yeah,
might
catch
get a
us at the
Maniac
steps.
video from there.
Catch us at the steps.
Now
if
we
you wanna,
everywhere.
You
We
know what I mean?
everywhere.
So
We
you already
everywhere.
know, man.
That'll be a
Philly
hot
got
place to do a
Philly.
photo shoot.
Oh, listen.
Huh? Yeah, we all
Yeah.
gonna have our shit on.
Yeah.
That'd be fire. We go to
Get
the
some
the
snacks.
Rocky shit.
Listen.
Yeah.
The
We
whole
got
team
you.
is
We
on
got you.
deck, man.
We-
We gonna
we-
have
we-
a lot.
Yo, we gonna be out there 22 deep.
All of y'all gonna be out there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what's
yeah,
up.
we going out
The
there
whole
22.
team.
22.
Uno, me, X, Mo.
Yeah.
And we picking up
And we
those
picking up
in
people on the
Philly.
way. We picking up
We
people on
picking
the
up
way
those
and
in
shit.
Philly
Yeah,
to
man,
join
listen.
the
Know what I
team.
mean?
You know how we do.
We
got
rent
the
in
Sprinter.
car with the pool in the back.
Yeah, we got the Sprinter. Know what I mean?
I moved out of PA 3 years too early. I used to live out there. I used to live in PA. If I was still out there, I
Oh,
would
yeah,
have been up.
Johnny, I remember you told me that.
Yo,
Yeah.
Papito, are you coming down? That's the word. Mike Dread, what's up? You coming down there? What's up? All my Philly heads, all my PA heads, pull up. It's fight night at the
Let's
Wells
go,
Fargo
let's go.
this
Yeah.
Saturday. Matchroom boxing, the zone boxing, homecoming for
Talk
Javon
to him,
Boots
X.
Ennis.
Let's
4
talk
corners is
about it.
in Philly.
Yes,
we got
yeah.
tons of love in Philly. Put up your dukes. Boxing is gonna be up in
Yeah.
Philly. You heard? My boys, what's my boy's name? From. Oh man, listen, I'm so high. I'm
so
buzzed.
Word up.
Everybody knows
Man,
what's
they
up,
know
though,
boxing.
man.
Gio,
man.
Gio
gonna
from
see
They
you
Know
out there.
Boxing.
Yo,
Shane
appreciate
Five,
everybody in the
gonna be out
chat.
there.
Low Nose
Yo knows
Boxing.
boxing. Yo,
Yeah, we gonna
it's
be mobbing.
Star-studded.
Word up.
Listen,
We gonna be
man.
mobbing out there.
It's
You heard?
summertime, but I might bring out the chinchilla.
Oh man, feel me? That's how they got Frank. That's how they got Frank, maniac.
It's all right.
Nah,
Hard hitting,
man.
promo, my
take-
man Manny, bro.
Yes.
Hard
Yeah.
hitting promo, Manny. We gonna see them out there as well, man.
Yeah.
Listen,
Appreciate everybody in the chat as usual.
Yo, shout out everybody in the chat.
We
That's
got no
that's
duck
a
zone,
four
chin
corner
checkers.
staple. Yes.
We got fight night mode. We got
Yes.
the sis. We got boxing sauce.
Yes.
We got
Blunt Truth.
boxing with
Yes.
Frank.
Yes.
We got
Boxing with
who else?
Frank.
I think that's everybody for the night. El Indio. We
Yeah.
got
Bill checked in. Johnny, of course, is here
Johnny's with us
baby.
as
Johnny,
always.
thank you, my
Boxing with
brother.
Chris.
Thank you.
The hangout
Boxing
spot.
with
Go check out
Chris.
our
Thank
brother
you.
Johnny at the hangout spot. You're talking his shit too, baby.
Yeah.
This is what we do. Four
We'll
corners and family. We
We out.
appreciate
See
y'all.
y'all in Philly.
Yo, Johnny, we're gonna hit you up.
Appreciate y'all, my brothers.
All right, yo.
Time.